People, one of the Inec official don't come outside, don't open their nyash. She saying them tell am say if he not right, do wetin dem talk, they go give am woes. Make her not waste much of una time. Make una watch the video. Thank you.
Actually, right. Some of them were even ready to beat if I don't comply with them. So it's actually right that results were not received. So the report missing. I had to write this just to save my life. 2 of us. Then after writing things, I didn't see here that this one is even the fact they wanted to get their copy. So when
my people, una hear wetin the man talk just to save him life. Now make am do wetin dem tell am. Now Nigeria never finish, so e don yamutu already. Make una listen to our lawyer, and he's also a actor. Una remember am Kenneth Okonkwo wetin him talk for this matter. Please like, share, comment, and follow. Bye. Thank you for watching.
People who were being uploaded and the number of political parties who were being uploaded for the presidential election could easily, possibly, not probably, but possibly, could have overwhelmed the system.
Good. Inec knew the number of voters. Inec knew their system. And the funny thing is that in the presidential election, you have only one constituency. Between the Senate and the House of Reps, you have about 469 constituencies. And in 469 constituencies, no glitch. He was going. That ought to crash more. Each constituency has its own 18 times 18 by 469. That ought to crash more. It did not crash. Nothing happened to it. In the presidency, one constituency. And they are telling you glitch. And they did not tell you the glitch before they started. And they said they tested. They did a mock examination.
Yeah, but with a limited...
They commenced. That's what I'm saying. That's sample.
With a limited number of...
That's sample.
Yeah,
it's allowed. And it worked. And they already knew their capacity. It's not as something that on that day was when they realized the number of voters. They already knew. And then they did not tell us that there was a glitch.
Right.
Until, do you know that after 48 hours, there was only one state that was announced within 48 hours. No beavers, no accredited voters, no as in transmission. You didn't tell us there was a glitch. It was when Nigerians started shouting. They said there was a glitch. Meanwhile, that there was a glitch is not an excuse. In law, when you want to defend yourself, general traverse is not a defense at all.
Right. Okay. Let me ask you
this. It has to be specific.
Yeah.
It has to be mentioned.
Right.
In which polling unit was there a glitch?
Right.
Throughout Nigeria, not one polling unit sent any result electronically to that server. Throughout the whole Nigeria, not one polling unit. There was no election. I put it to them.
Okay, well, you've made that point and you've made it stridently. But what I need to ask you is this. If or when this ends up in court and gets into the process of being decided by the courts, can you and Nigerians trust that it'll be a fair, independent process? Do you have faith in the judiciary when it comes to election suits?
Sadly, no. Sadly. And why am I saying that? Because they can give you Machina treatment. Bashiru Machina. Bashiru Machina, an innocent poor Muslim, trusting in his party, APC. Trusting the untrustable. He went for his primary, used his meager resources, contested. When he was contesting, Ahmed Lawan was contesting for the presidency. In front of everybody, Koro. After that, APC said, Lawan is their nominee. Koro. And when they went to court, Ahmed Lawan stopped at Court of Appeal and said he will not appeal. And their party, political party, went to appeal. And yet they gave order in favor of the Ahmed Lawan. Knowing that they cannot give order positively, they now relied on technicality. Meanwhile, justice, the present principle of law by the Supreme Court, is that you cannot terminate justice on the altar of sheer technicality. That is the position of the law. That Supreme Court denied the poor Bashiru Machina his nomination based on they would have used writ of summons instead of originating summons. Meanwhile, in the practice direction, they say you should use originating summon. Meaning, because they want to snatch it from him, even if you had used writ of summon, they said no, in the practice direction, you ought to use originating summon. But Machina said this is open robbery. And you know what? Unfortunately, I agree with him. So, whether I have my doubts, oh yes, because you can deliver judgment without delivering justice.
Incredible.
So what they are doing is delivering judgment, not delivering justice. So when I have my doubts, Boku,
Okay.
plenty.
All right. Two quick things and very quickly. Can you define this relationship between Labour Party and PDP that we're beginning to see in the aftermath of this election? And secondly, the president-elect, Bola Tinubu, because he has been, he has been given certificate of return by Inec, identifying him as Nigeria's next president. He has given 2 speeches today. And in those 2 speeches, they were reconciliatory, most people would say, extending the olive branch. In fact, mentioning political parties that were in the race with him, including the Labour Party, when he said the obedient. Are you saying you're not going to be extending your hand to receive that olive branch because you've gone to court? Are you considering it as a party?
What I am saying is that let him give us our mandate. We will do a better reconciliatory speech and thank him very well for giving us our mandate, and God will bless him. That's what we want him to do. Saying whether I will accept, I didn't even listen to it. I said there was no election. How can I be approbating and reprobating?
What's the relationship between Labour Party and PDP? Very quickly.
There is no relationship.
Okay.
What you have, when you, in that collation, you saw many agents there. Are they related? Because they are sitting together. No.
You have joint press
That's what I'm saying.
right.
That we had joint press conference because both of us are plaintiffs in this case. Does not mean we are relating.
Okay.
We have joint interests we want to address.
All right.
So there is no relationship.
Right. Kenneth, I want to thank you very much indeed. And before you go, let me make the point that we were supposed to have someone. We extended an invitation to the ruling APC party. They confirmed they were going to give us a guest. And then just 15 minutes before they were due to go on air, they said to us that the guest will no longer be available. So let's just be clear on that. Kenneth, I want to thank you very much indeed. And Kenneth Okonkwo is a Nollywood star, lawyer and spokesperson for the Labour Party's Presidential Campaign Council. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We wish
Please,
you the
I
best.
just want to make one comment. I don't want anybody to address me by any title again in Nigeria. Nobody in Nigeria today is honorable enough to bear any title. Worst of it, if you call me chief, because it sounds like thief. So please, I don't want, no doctor,
Okay,
no nothing.
we'll keep that in mind.
You only add minister because to know that I'm a man, especially in this modern time when people don't know
Okay,
whether
let's
you're a
go.
man.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.